look into question number 4, which is legal reasoning refers to the process of thinking to come to the decision relating to law, induction, and deduction method. So, the introduction to this is that legal reasoning involves logical, rule based decision making. It applies rules to real life legal situations, essential for judges, lawyers, and legal students, uses systematic approaches in legal problem solving, builds consistent, fair, and well justified decisions, involves interpreting law principles and statutes, draws connections between facts and legal principles, employs both deductive and inductive reasoning techniques, fundamental for developing legal arguments and opening opinions, enhances accuracy in applying and interpreting law. The deductive reasoning in law is that deductive reasoning starts from general legal principles. It applies laws to reach specific case conclusions, follows a top down logical approach in reasoning, often used in statutory interpretation and application. Basis lies in established legal rules or norms, generates conclusions consistent with higher principles, relies on sound syllogisms and logical structures, common in constitutional interpretation and contract law, enhances predictability and consistency in legal outcomes, ensures fairness by adhering to set legal standards. Inductive reasoning derives general rules from cases, involves observing specific instances to formulate rules common in case law and common law traditions, examines precedents to determine consistent legal outcomes, useful for understanding evolving societal legal expectations, facilitates adaptability in law based on societal changes, builds rules from patterns in judicial decisions, encourages flexibility and responsiveness in legal interpretations, foundations for legal systems based on case law, strengthens law through accumulation of judicial experiences. Examples: major premise, valid contract require offer acceptance consideration. Minor premise agreements contains offer acceptance valid consideration. Conclusion: the agreement forms a valid contract. General principle consistently applies in court rulings. Courts examine contracts elements using deductive reasoning, ensures predictability and fairness in contract decisions, minimizes ambiguity through established contract law. Deductive reasoning clarifies enforceability in disputed contracts. Judicial interpretation often relies on statutory definitions, consistent outcomes in contract cases through deduction. Inductive reasoning, evolution of negligence law, analyzes past cases to identify negligence standards, builds a general rule for observed case trends, reflects societal shifts in expectations and responsibilities, allows courts to adapt negligence laws as necessary, case precedents contributes to rule formulation, provides flexibility in addressing new circumstances, acknowledges evolving duty of care responsibilities, enhances justice by considering societal progress, courts generalize case patterns into negligible negligence practices, expands legal standards of care and responsibility. Landmark cases: Brown versus Board of Education, key case addressing racial segregation in schools, use inductive reasoning to redefine equality standards. Supreme Court observes societal impact of segregation, concluded segregation violates equal protection rights, acknowledge societal progress towards racial equality, set precedent for civil rights advancements in education, expanded legal interpretation of equal protection clause, inductive reasoning, addressed changing societal views, influential in furthering equality principles in law, established broad legal principles against racial discrimination. Roe versus Wade landmark case concerning women's reproductive rights applied deductive reasoning to constitutional rights based on rights to privacy principle examined due process clause in 14th amendment concluded women's choice falls under previous privacy rights shaped future laws on reproductive health care rights deductive reasoning reinforced existing privacy interpretations established precedent for medical and personal autonomy decision grounded in constitutional principles of privacy influenced subsequent reproductive rights and healthcare rulings. Conclusion legal reasoning structures legal systems and decision consistently balances deductive and inductive methods accuracy builds predictability, fairness, and adaptability in law, enforces adherence to legal principles and precedents, recognizes and adapts to societal changes where precedents provides frameworks for evolving legal interpretations, ensures fairness through consistency in legal ruling, balances strict application with flexible interpretation, maintains justice through precise reasoning methods, strengthens legal systems through logical consistency and adaptability.